Well, 5 minutes more for building the case or the argument. While for the debaters, we are gonna call our adjudicator who will adjudicate in this round.
Please welcome Miss Julianti SPD MPD. She is the speaker of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of LDBI UKI Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of NSDC UKI Toraja in 2023, chief adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, speaker KDMI UKI Toraja seminar in 2023, chief adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2022, companion debaters and UDC UKI Toraja in 2022, speaker and UDC UKI Toraja seminar in 2020, speaker KDMI UKI Toraja seminar in 2020, chief adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, companion debaters and UDC UKI Toraja in 2020, companion debaters KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, companion debaters KDMI UKI Toraja in 2019, adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2019, speaker of NUDC UKI Toraja seminar in 2018, adjudicators Pare-Pare debate open in 2018, octofinalis NUDC Toraja in 20.
Please welcome our second adjudicator, Miss Anissa Citra Paumana, SPD MPD. She is the adjudicator of LDBI UKI Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of NSDC UKI Toraja in 2023, chief adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, chief adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, companion debaters of NUDC UKI Toraja in 2022, adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, speaker NUDC UKI Toraja seminar in 2020, chief adjudicators of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, companion debaters NUDC UKI Toraja in 2020, companion debaters KDMI UKI Toraja in 2020, companion debaters KDMI UKI Toraja in 2019, adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2019, speaker of NUDC UKI Toraja seminar in 2018, and adjudicator Pare-Pare debate open in 2018.
Next, our third adjudicator. Please welcome Mr. Ricky Senarion SPD. He is adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2024, companion debaters of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2024, companion debaters of NUDC UKI Toraja in 2024, adjudicator of LDBI UKI Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of NSDC UKI Toraja in 2023, speaker of NSDC UKI Toraja seminar in 2023, adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, chief adjudicator of KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, companion debaters KDMI UKI Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of NUDC UKI Toraja in 2022, companion debaters KDMI UKI Toraja in 2022, companion debaters of NUDC UKI Toraja in 2022, first winner at Champlis IAIN Palopo in 2022, top 10 NUDC regional level in 2021, best speaker of NUDC UKI Toraja in 2021, first winner of NUDC UKI Toraja in 2021, representative of NUSDC Uki Toraja regional level in 20 and 21, debater Pare-Pare Debate Open in 20 and 17.
The last but not least, please welcome Yunita Pamaruan SPD. She is the adjudicator of LDBI Wiki Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of NSDC Wiki Toraja in 2023, adjudicator of KDMI Wiki Toraja in 2023, component debaters of KDMI Wiki Toraja in 2023, speaker of NUDC Wiki Toraja seminar in 2022, adjudicator of KDMI Wiki Toraja in 2022, adjudicator of NUDC Wiki Toraja in 2021, adjudicator of KDMI Wiki Toraja in 2021, component debaters of KDMI Wiki Toraja in 2020, component debaters of NUDC Wiki Toraja in 2020, adjudicator of KDMI Wiki Toraja in 2020, component debater of NUDC Wiki Toraja regional level in 2019, adjudicator of NUDC in 2019, and debater Pare-Pare Open in 2017. Well, the time is up. Today we will begin our debate with the motion. This House would the massive or further development of AI. Before starting the debate, I will remind you of several important rules in this debate. First, every speaker will be given 8 minutes to speak and 4 minutes to reply speaker. Second, if you've been speaking for 1 minute, there will be 1 knock. Interruptions are allowed. If you've been speaking for 6 minutes, there will be 2 knocks. Interruptions are not allowed anymore. If you've been speaking for 8 minutes, there will be 3 knocks. And many knocks until you stop speaking. Before starting this debate, I will introduce every speaker. In the government team, as the first speaker we have Lionel Masena Rayoda Kadak. As the second speaker, we have Adelia Lavina Gitari Bangapada. And as the third speaker, we have Melvin Marfilo Seru. In the opposition team, we have Iksan Idris as the first speaker, Afdal Asyamardi as the second speaker, and Ms. Muldalifa as the third speaker. To shorten the time, we will begin our debate. I will call the first speaker from the government team. Time is yours.
I'll begin my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of the opposition bench, esteemed adjudicators, and to all audiences in this room. I begin by extending my warmest greetings to all present today, and thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me, Lionel, as the Prime Minister, that will convince you all that this House will ban the massive or further development of artificial intelligence. Before we delve into the heart of our debate, it's essential to define our terms clearly. According to Oxford Dictionary, the word artificial intelligence means the performance by computers of tasks that normally requires human intelligence. The word ban means an official order for forbidding something. The word development means the action of developing or the state of being developed, to make a new product or idea, and new stage of changing situation. So in conclusion, we can define our motion that the motion is an order to banning the action of developing or making new kinds of artificial intelligence. Now, I will draw you a picture of our arguments from the roles of the government bench. Me, Lionel, as the Prime Minister, have already explained the background and the definition of our motion. Then I will continue with my first, second, and third arguments. Next, the Deputy of Prime Minister will give you more arguments, some evidence and impacts of this motion, of this topic. Then the government whip will give you argument in analysis level to the previous arguments, rebuts a new perspective, and conclude the government's arguments. Lastly, my Deputy of Prime Minister will compare the government's, our points from the opposition points by showing our strongest arguments and the opposition weak arguments. And we are going to convince you that we are the winner of this debate competition. My first argument is to sustain the amount of work field or work opportunity. At human life, we use technology. Technology exists to help us make the job easier for many aspects like society, infrastructure, health, education, etc. That technology used to be controlled by humans, by all of us. But that changes until the AI exists. They repress their own self with their own creation because they think they have a mindset that AI is better than them. From this, my arguments divided into two. The first one is AI will replace humans from their job because they think that AI is better. AI is better at maintaining and working in human aspects. I know that AI replacing human is pretty rare to hear right now, but trust me, it's going to be very common if AI is keep defaulting time after time. The AI could surpass human quality, human thinking, making every single aspect of our life will be controlled by AI because, back to my point, people will have mindset that AI is better than humans. This is our life expert. This is our right. We should be the one to control, not our creation, artificial intelligence. We know better about ourselves, what we need, what we want, and what we hope to happen. I know combining AI with ourselves, with our intelligence, will be better. But we don't want them to take 100% of our tasks. They take our tasks. How sure are you about it? Oh, I'm 100% sure because emotion, it's AI is developing. AI is always going to develop time after time. They becoming better and better and better and better until they surpass our capability. It's going to be inevitable. But that's not going to be if we take action to back that development of artificial intelligence. Enough is enough. Do you all know about Terminator? For example, the Terminator film, well, AI is controlling, is overtaking the robots and invade the world. Many people think that it's impossible to happen. But trust me, if AI is developing time after time and we don't stop it, it might have a chance to be happening. The second point is the mindset. It's the mindset about AI. It's our mindset about AI. AI is better than us. This is a kind of mindset that we don't want to happen, that we don't want to have. But have you ever wondered why we think of it? Why a couple of people think that AI is better? It's because the advancement of the AI right now, like ChatGPT, AI is not starting to developing, but already developing right now, right this time. This makes us need to take action, not in the future, not in the tomorrow, not in next month, not in next year, but right now. It's going to take many times to apply it. So we need to do it right now. We need to be a confident creature in this world. We don't want to be surpassed by our own creation, artificial intelligence. By this action, by backing our development of artificial intelligence, like our motion, we will be more trust to ourselves. We will confident. Not only that, we are going to be a confident creature in this universe. Because why? Because AI is not going to surpass us. We need that kind of confidence. We need that kind of trust to be developing. We don't need that much AI to be advanced. I will state we will more trust to ourselves, and not only that, but more confident as a creature in this universe. Thank you.
First speaker from the government team spent time 7 minutes 13 seconds. For the next speaker, I invite the second speaker from the opposition team. First speaker.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. Honorable adjudicators, respected members of government team, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited as the first speaker. Abdul as the second speaker, and the third speaker is Musdalifah. We start on only of the reject the motion. This house would ban the message of the development of AI. As the first speaker, my role is to outline our case and present our main argument. That AI will be many positive impacts for the life of our society. This AI can bring many benefits, and this AI can help, especially for your students. This AI helping us by more access data and information. So something is hard to get by using the AI such as ChatGPT or complexity, and etc. etc. We can do information we need. In argument number one, AI is technology that are one and most advanced. With AI can develop a new technology and focus on the simple use for it. Number two, AI is our brand new technological that everybody can access. This AI is focused to every aspect of our nation. It can be used in managing so many data without a limited time. And point number three, from the side of compatibility, AI is the most advanced because it can be programmed and adapted for the flexibility for the use, for format or casual jobs. This technology brings us to a more research future with no limited human resources. Refuse future development of a technological means that refusing a future of society, so as AI. Number four, this AI also are relevant in our modern world. This AI technology is a long-term solution because this AI technology that are flexible with every condition. In conclusion, we have a fourth point. We have a 4 points that our team highlight. First, it's AI technology that are not solution. From the set of probability, AI is more advanced because it can program to adapt for flexibility and for the research. Okay. Next. In conclusion, there are 4 points that our team highlight. First, AI is technology that are one of most advanced. Number 2, AI is our brand new technology that everybody can access. For number 3, from the side of comparability, AI is most advanced. For number 4, this AI also are relevant in our modern world. For the reason we are to reject that this motion, this host would ban the massive or
The first speaker from the opposition team spent time 4 minutes 11 seconds. For the next speaker, I invite the second speaker from the government team. Time is yours.
Alright, I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, esteemed educators, fellow colleagues of the opposition bench, and to all audience. I begin by extending my warmest greetings to all audience that are present, and I thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me, Adalia Latina Kidaronga Padang, as the Deputy of Prime Minister, who will convince you that this House will ban the massive or further development of AI. First, before I start my arguments, I would like to say a few rebuttals from what the opposition bench has mentioned. So the opposition bench mentioned that the AI is accessible for so many people and it is helpful for us. AI is helpful for us so that we can develop our nation. Exactly, because the AI has been accessible for so many people in our nation and the use of it for the wrong things has been normalized. We need to ban AI because it is causing many conflicts because the people are not using it the right way. How will you guarantee that the people will actually use it to develop the country, to make our nation a better place? How could you guarantee that each person will have the same exact way of thinking? Now I will start my arguments. Although artificial intelligence is human-made, but it also develops itself. Artificial intelligence is a program made by humans, but But the program is based on something that can start developing from what they learn. AI uses a program that can make them to become more. AI can use that to become more than human itself. AI is becoming more and more and will eventually take over. This is the exact reason as to why we need to ban it from now. AI develops itself by using what they learn from how human uses them. Meaning, the more we use AI for complex questions that varies and that are numerous, and also makes AI to have a critical way of thinking. That means we are helping AI to become more and even better. We are not trying to build a generation that relies more on AI than our own selves. We are trying to build a generation that actually can become confident, that can actually rely on what we know. For example, if you were to use the AI and then answer it the wrong way, the AI will fix itself and save the data in them, making them change in just the snap of a finger. What we need is something that can help us build a critical mindset. What we need is something that can help us build a more developing mindset. Another thing would be artificial intelligence also imitates or can make misinformation. AI imitates and is becoming more. AI can imitate voices because they are given examples of the voices from us humans. We are basically empowering AI to be more. And this capability that artificial intelligence has is much more than what we can expect. This capability can be used for misinformation because it is so very similar to the real voice. This can lead to many conflicts in our nation because as much as we want to deny it, as much as we don't want to admit it, our nation believes in news that they see on the internet in the snap of a finger before we can even breathe, before we can even blink. Which is the exact reason as to why we should ban AI. And before you say that this is not something that we should mind because everyone uses it differently, actually we should mind. We should very much mind because we are the ones that are just letting AI to be constantly changing, is becoming more and more advanced every second of the day. That is the exact reason as to why AI program lacks collaboration. AI take over numerous work fields, for example, painters, designers, programs, and many more. And I want to underline the fact that they can even generate programs based on what they have. They can take over programmers while it is made by programmers. If we don't start banning the AI from right now, it will be far too late. AI has affected so many industries and so many places that it will have caused poverty that will be irreparable. And before you say that we can actually use AI to develop, occupy, and even make more work fields, not all people are privileged enough to have the education, to have what is needed to actually improve as a generation. Not all people live in a place that has so many technologies that can actually accommodate. I want to add also that AI makes us collaborate with other people less. I want to underline the fact that our founding fathers, Supomo himself, said that our nation's identity is being united, is being a family that is united for the common reason. But how can we do that? But when people are using AI to actually answer their questions and become more individualistic. I mean, for example, when you're working in a group, what if your teammates can just answer it themselves on the AI itself? They can actually work themselves. It does not promote how our generation should be. It does not promote how our generation should be more united. I mean, our generation itself is already so individualistic. Even though we want to deny it, even though we do not want to admit it, our generation is becoming less and less collaborative, which is the exact reason as to why we should ban AI. There's our for me. Thank you very much.
The second speaker from the government team spent time 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Well, for the next speaker, I invite the second speaker from the opposition team. Time is yours.
Amazing here, pintar-pintar semua, luar biasa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good evening, everyone. Our honorable esteemed education, honorable government team, honorable my beloved opposition teams, and everyone, ladies and gentlemen, who present in our lovely day. As the second speaker for the opposition teams, I will build on the argument presented by my college and address additional concerns about the motion of this House will ban the massive and further development of an AI. We, as the opposition team, doesn't agree with this motion because of several reasons. But before I go to my argument, I want to rebut what the first and the second speaker said from the side of the government. Now, let's go to our rebut. The first speaker from the government team said to the judges that if we use the AI, over time the AI will control us because the AI know a lot about us. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to understand that the one who controls the AI is us, is a human itself. Why? Because if we want to search something in the AI, of course, it's not the AI who program itself to search. It's us who are using it. It's us who control it. So in here, the issue of it are not on the if we doesn't stop it or others, but we focus on the user itself. I will continue the argument of the users in later. Now, the government speaker also said that the AI will be advanced and have a mindset to do their upgrade for themselves. But ladies and gentlemen, we, the human such as ourselves, can stop this. Because why? The maker of this AI is still a human. The program itself is still the human. The human still program it. So, if the government says that the AI will control us, no, it will never control us because we are the one who search for information in the AI, we the one control it. And now let's go to my argument. The first thing first that we need to acknowledge the importance and the benefit of this AI in our modern world. Ladies and gentlemen, these AI tools are being used in our daily life, especially for us students who are in school. Ladies and gentlemen, AI that we use will have many advantages that we cannot underestimate. It can help us understanding that some material that we could not have found it in online sources such as Google or internet, we can find it in the AI itself. Why? Because the AI have many resources regarding almost everything in this world. Because they have unlimited knowledge and that can help us in our daily life. Especially for us students, whether it is the middle school student, high school student, the university student, and of course the adult itself and the nation itself use the AI. So, why the government wants to ban this further development of an AI when this further development of AI can help us even more in our future? We can use the AI example to make a PowerPoints. We can use the AI to search information that we need, that we can advantage and knowledge, and that by using the AI, we can share this knowledge to others. Our second argument that the AI will not just also impact ourselves, but it can also impact the country in a better way. Why? Because an AI have our programs to help us in jobs, in every jobs. Like the first speaker said, that the AI helping us in every jobs. The AI is being used, example, in a production of machine to increase the production rate and to save the money and the time that we need if we do it manually. This level of save time and save the money itself can contribute to the overall economical rate of the nation itself. And then let us focus on the issue of the users. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, in some case the AI has been used for bad things. Example, to do a cheating. Of course, they can do it cheating. Example, to making an essay that's actually a copyright. But this program, they fail because there is an AI tool to tackle this, to find the copyright things and to find this making essay, whether it is truly from the minds of the humans or from the AI. We can tackle this using the AI tools too. And now, no thank you. The use of technology is depend in the user itself. Dear judges, just like the example, I can give you an example. One of the example of a technology, a phone. Everyone in here has a phone, whether it's a teenager or parents. We have phones. Everyone in here has phones. Even the government team have phones. Even our lovely dear judges have phones. Everyone is in here have phones. Now let's go back to the past. AI is one of the technology. Now let's think, if we don't develop it further, if we still use HP, handphone, Nokia or Nokia, whether can we communicate with others? Can we get knowledge by using that Nokia in these days? No, it's same as using the AI. When we further it, we can get knowledge, we can get benefit from it. And now, I will give you an analogy, a knife. Now, example, the AI is a knife. It can hurt you, but it also can help you. So, when I use this knife, who controlling this knife? Is it the knife or me? Of course, we, ladies and gentlemen, it's the same like the AI. AI is a tool. AI is a tool. So, the main things that important that we are the one who controlling it. We can use in the bad or good way. So it's depend on us, ladies and gentlemen. And by that being said, it's very clear that we as the opposition reject the motion of this House to ban the massive and further development of the AI, because we need to acknowledge the importance and the benefit of this AI, the economical aspect and the focus of the issue of user. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The second speaker from the opposition team spent time 8 minutes. For the next speaker, I invite the third speaker from the government team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of the jury, esteemed adjudicators, fellow colleagues both on government and the opposition bench, and to all audiences present in this venue. I extend my salutations to all present here today, and I thank you for this opportunity for me, as the third speaker, to state my speech from the opposition bench. Before I go to our points of value, before I summarize our arguments, allow me to review a few points from the government, from the opposition bench. I will ask one simple question about AI. How much do we want AI to develop? How far are we willing to lead AI wherever it stands now? How far do we want AI? How much access do we want AI to have? How much practicality do we want AI to use? We must remember, and this is a universally agreed statement, both from the government and the opposition bench, that AI is a tool and will always be a tool. It will never suppress our mind of our way of thinking. It will never suppress our kind of feel of our mindset. But how much do we want it to progress? How much do we want it to help us, quote unquote, help us? Until it doesn't even help, until it does the work for us. How much are we willing to give it our jobs? How much do we want it? How much do you want us to rely on AI so much until AI is not even a tool anymore, but a same level conscience as humanity? How much do you want to go? How much far? How much satisfaction until we are that satisfied? Yes, our satisfaction is unlimited, but our materials aren't. How much do we want AI to go? That is my genuine concern representing the opposition bench. And now to summarize our key arguments from the opposition bench. Yes, AI is human-made, but from our opposition bench, we strongly advocate that AI is self-developing. AI is independent. AI can filter its own information, can know about information from itself, especially without human interaction, without human intervention. So we can say that AI is pretty much independent without the needing of human intervention. Yes, it does require human information, but now it already has access to almost everything, especially in the cyberspace, especially in the internet. What is the limit for AI? That is one major key aspect from our argument for the use of AI. What are their limits? What should be the limit? I mean, we know that AI is a tool, so it has limits. It has more limitations than humanity. So what are the limits? What does the government recognize as something that is misconduct or something that is quote unquote helpful? Quote unquote helpful. And I also have one more. I also have another key of importance that we should talk about. Yes, about AI helping us to go to a brighter future. Yes, the government and the opposition bench, but it has some advantages as well. It has its benefits, yes, but it also has its disadvantages. And just like what the government bench said before, one of their example is about cheating, especially in students right now. Cheating is a main concern from every educational institute. They are worried that students are prioritizing plagiarism, are not looking at copyright, that they are very free to work their assignments without taking a moral look on how they get it. It is the lack of moral, it is the lack of ethics that is in these kinds of mindsets. That is our concern. Yes, there are websites that are used to check for plagiarism. Yes, there are websites in Google that check if this text is from AI generated. But shouldn't we take a more prioritized approach to try and prevent these kinds of things happening? Shouldn't we try to prevent rather than taking care? Is that not universal to us? Shouldn't we try to prevent misuse rather than taking care of misuse, rather than taking care of misconduct, when we can easily prevent it through the use of education, through the use of limitations, through the use of regulations, appropriate regulations, and how do we delegate that is through limitations for AI development. We have to have a limit. We have a vision. We have to know what is beyond AI and what is under human resources. We must prioritize human resources, and that brings me to the next point of my argument from the opposite bench. AI promotes individualism. How? By students using AI to learn to work for their assignments. AI not only suppresses their dynamic way of searching for that information, but it also promotes them by not collaborating, but by not asking, by not interacting with one another as a community. We must remember the third principle of Pancasila, which is Persatuan Indonesia. We must be united in a very diverse country. But how can we be united when we can easily collaborate with a tool? How can we interact with no humans at all? How do we interact with technology? How do we interact with a computer? Is that social interaction? Is that how we achieve unity? Is that how we tolerate the, cultural diversity in our country? Is that how we really want to approach our nation as someone who is simply taking prompts from a single computer, not talking to anyone else, not collaborating, no competence at all whatsoever, and simply asking a computer to do its job for it? It's not simply about taking over the workplace industry, but it also promotes not collaborative industry, but it also promotes individualism. It promotes and promotes egoism, so it does not even promote a single bit of collaboration. It simply steals information from other people and gives it to the prompter, to give it to the user with no credits, almost no credits whatsoever, lacking in collaboration, lacking in credits, lacking in collaboration. Okay, maybe that's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Third speaker from the government team spent time 8 minutes 5 seconds. For the next speaker, I will invite the third speaker from the opposition team.
Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening, honorable educators, esteemed opponents, my beloved opposition team, and everyone that present in here. Now, I stand here to reinforce as the member of the opposition team that we go against the motion that bans the massive and further development of AI. Firstly, I will review the points that raised by the government team. The third speaker already helping our argument, saying that the AI is a tool, which means we are the one who control it. Meanwhile, first and second speaker says that AI the one who controlled us. Ladies and gentlemen, it means that the third speaker helping our argument, and thereby the one who will this debate is we, the opposition team. Let's go to the argument. Firstly, from the side of comfortability, just like the first speaker said, AI is the most offensive because it can be programmed to adapt it for the flexibility for the user, from our casual jobs. This technology brings us to a more brighter future with no limited resources. Refuse further development of technologies means that refusing a future of society. So is AI. The second one is AI also are relevant in our modern world. Why?
why this AI technology is a long-term solution, because this AI technology that are flexible with every conclusion. Let's get to the conclusion. In conclusion, we, the opposition team, highlight the evidence that massive and further development of AI that useful for society, meaning we, the opposition team, go against the motions about this house would ban the massive or further development of AI. I urge you all to consider this point and support our team, the opposition team. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon.
The third speaker from the opposition team spent time 2 minutes 42 seconds. For the next speaker, I invite the reply speaker from the opposition team.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our honorable educators, our honorable government team, and my beloved opposition teams, and everyone present, ladies and gentlemen. As the reply speaker for the opposition teams, my task today is to consolidate our argument, make a comparative key points on the motion of this house will ban the massive and further development of an AI, and why our opposition team should win this debate. There are several points that has been made by the government team. The first point that they will give is that if we use the AI will control us over time. But this argument has been taken down by our second speaker from the opposition team that say that we are the one who control the AI because we are the user itself. The user are the ones who control it. And like my third speaker say, the third speaker from the government team actually helping our argument by saying that the AI is a tool, which means that their argument support our stand and thereby attacking. And then he attacked the argument that has been made by the first and the second speaker of his own teammates, which means that their argument now become flawed, and then we gonna win this debate, ladies and gentlemen, our lovely judges. Now, the second point that has been made by the government team, that if the AI still use the AI, it will be advanced enough mindset to do their upgrade to themselves. But our second speaker already said that this advance can be stopped by the human itself, because the human are the user and they are the one who control, and the maker of the AI itself is the human first of all and foremost. And ladies and gentlemen, our first, second, and third speaker already explained many arguments, which I will give a little of conclusion and by the argument. There will be many positive impacts for the life of our society, especially our nation, because this AI can bring many benefits, and this AI can help us, especially for us the students. This AI helping us by giving us more access to the data and information that sometimes is hard to get by using the AI such as ChatGPT or Perplexity. etc., we can get information what we need, like the first speaker from our team said. And one of the key points, and the last key point of our argument, that the ones who control the AI use is the human itself. Our second speaker already highlight and give the analogy, and now I will explain it further. I will give you an analogy of AI as tool that already being said by the third speaker who supporting us. This example, a knife as the AI. I am as the user, and then this knife as the AI tools. We are the one who control it. We can use it to stab ourselves, or we can use to chop vegetables, to chop meats, and to do others. It's same in this case that we are the one who control it. We are the one who have feelings that the AI doesn't have. We are the ones who can understand the life of us. Thank you very much. I close this debate with saying Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Reply speaker from the opposition team spent time 4 minutes 9 seconds. For the next speaker, I invite our last speaker, which is the reply speaker from the government team.
I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Our argument talks about how we are not using the AI well. We are not denying our nation to develop more. No, that's not what we are trying to underline. What we are trying to underline the fact that our nation is not using it the right way, and instead our nation is using it so that AI itself can become more and develop more. There are various other ways for us to be able to develop more. We can look into more trusted and more helpful alternatives. The opposition bench does not understand AI very clearly. Again, I want to underline the fact that AI saves what they learn, what they have in their program. It is not exactly changeable. The AI is a program that actually builds up what they know. If you were to have the actual concepts for these things, I want to ask you all, are you really just going to let this happen? Are you really just going to let AI take over with the developing of itself? I am asking you to be very considerate, to have an analytic mindset about this. I am very sure that you have all seen how very much AI actually is in the platforms that you use. I want to point out that our government bench does not only cares about our generation, like what the opposition bench has explained. We actually care about those who has been in the work field much longer than we have. The opposition bench is just talking about our generation and about how we need to develop, and it is not talking about those that has come before us. They have an individualistic mindset in which they only want our generation to be the only one who develops, but our side wants the whole nation to develop. The opposition bench kept mentioning about how AI is a tool. We agree with that. AI is a tool that has intelligence. AI is a tool that has intelligence to develop its own self. Making AI having their own way of thinking, making AI have their own mind. And again, this will be the exact reason as to why it can develop and control itself. Once again, we urge you all to be very considerate of our generation, to be able to actually see that we do not want to change our ideology. We want to become a generation that can rely on ourselves, that can become more confident, and does not rely on what programs that has been made, or just not relying only about the internet, or not just only relying on the AI itself, not just relying on AI to answer all of our questions, but we want our generation to again have an analytic mindset and a critical mindset. We want our generation to become more. I want to point out the fact that our generation is becoming less and less because AI is helping us to make actual homeworks itself. And even if you were to say that there are programs in which they can actually see that this homework is made by AI, there are another AI to actually make this the homework itself to look more human. That is the exact reason as to why AI is going to make us become more individualistic instead of collaborative. We want you to actually see how AI is not going to help our generation to become better. And that is the exact reason as to why the government bench should win. That's all from us. Thank you very much.
Reply speaker from the government team spent time 3 minutes 13.
Kami beri kesempatan kepada White Harmony Band untuk menghibur kita. Waktu dan tempat dipersilakan. Teman-teman volunteer yang laki-laki berimbas. Teman-teman juri, diskusinya di sini, di studio UKM musik. Di sebelah sini.